What's that? Just the emergency.
No problem. All units are by
I'm at the corner of Pleasant Hill and John Young Freeway.
1519519 East 18.
Welcome back to Crime Solvers Central, the podcast that digs into America's most chilling unsolved crimes. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Jayce. Each week, we bring you deep dives into mysteries the public should never forget. Cases still begging for answers.
Tonight's case is recent, shocking, and tragically real. It's the unsolved shooting death of 37-year-old Justin Parker, a father and Massachusetts highway worker, gunned down while driving southbound on I-95 in Foxborough on February 3rd, 2024.
He was a family man, known by friends as a gentle, loyal, and funny guy. But in a flash, his life was ended by an unknown assailant, shot through his car window in what investigators now believe was a case of road rage.
So here's what we know. It's around 9:50 p.m. on Saturday, February 3rd. Justin is driving his black 2014 Mercedes-Benz C-Class sedan southbound on I-95, approaching exit 17 in Foxborough.
According to the Massachusetts State Police, a dark-colored sedan, possibly a modified Hyundai Sonata, pulls alongside Justin's car and fires multiple rounds. His vehicle swerves into a Lexus SUV carrying a family. It then crashes into a guardrail and comes to a stop.
Emergency responders from Foxborough Barracks arrive to find Justin slumped in his driver's seat, suffering from at least one fatal gunshot wound. He's rushed to Sturdy Memorial Hospital in Attleboro, where he's pronounced dead.
The family in the Lexus, a Providence couple and their baby, miraculously survive after their SUV rolls into the woods. Their infant was left hanging sideways in his car seat. It's a miracle no one else was killed.
Justin wasn't just another statistic. He was a father, a devoted highway worker, a cool uncle to his nephews. He was born in Quincy, raised in Holbrook, and lived in North Attleborough with his daughter, Breanna, who he considered his greatest joy.
Friends describe him as sincere, dependable, and family-oriented. He put his daughter first, said Robbie Bonin, one of his closest friends. He was special, a really lovable guy.
According to his obituary, Justin was the kind of person who would quietly show up for the people he loved, reserved on the surface, but deeply warm-hearted to those who knew him.
So far, no suspect has been named, but authorities have released dashcam footage showing a dark-colored sedan, possibly a modified Hyundai Sonata, driving erratically before and after the shooting. They believe this is the vehicle the gunman was in.
Police say the shooter merged onto I-95 South around 9:20 p.m., somewhere along Route 393 from Boston, Milton, or Canton, and opened fire near exit 17 around 9:50.
They've made a very specific plea to the public. If you were on I-95 South between Waltham and the Rhode Island line, or on Route 393 between 9 and 10 p.m. that night, check your dashcam. Even if you think it shows nothing, don't delete it. Turn it in.
Don't try to review it yourself. That's the message from the Norfolk District Attorney and the State Police Detective Unit. Let the experts comb through every frame.
So what could have triggered such a violent act on a public highway? Was this a random act, a targeted hit, or truly a road rage incident that spun into murder?
When we come back, we'll break down the theories, look at what might have gone wrong, and explore the crucial timeline that could hold the key to solving this case.
Stick around. You're listening to Crime Solvers Central.
Last night, and someone knows something.
Foxborough fire reporting a shooting 95 South.
Who opened fire in the middle of a highway? It's a question state police are now trying to answer after this brazen shooting on 95 South in Foxborough.
CPR in progress. 1 male gunshot wounds.
Police say 37-year-old Justin Parker of North Attleborough was driving this Mercedes when he was shot and killed Saturday night. The shooting leading to a chain reaction crash near exit 17, sending the silver SUV into the woods. Fortunately, the family inside wasn't seriously hurt, but Parker was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital.
Welcome back to Crime Solver Central. If you're just joining us, we're discussing the unsolved highway shooting of 37-year-old Justin Parker, a father, a public worker, a kind and grounded man, gunned down while driving on I-95 in Foxborough, Massachusetts on February 3rd, 2024.
So now we get into the part of the case that keeps us all up at night. The why. Why would someone target Justin? Or was this something much more random and reckless?
Let's start with the theory investigators have put forward: road rage.
That's what the district attorney's office has said publicly. The shooting was consistent with road rage, but what exactly does that mean?
Well, it suggests this wasn't premeditated, no planned hit. More likely two drivers interacting badly, maybe tailgating, maybe a gesture, maybe a merge gone wrong, and then one driver snaps and pulls a gun.
It's a terrifying thought, something that could happen to anyone on any given day.
Right? And this wasn't just one shot. This was multiple rounds fired into Justin's vehicle. That's not an accidental discharge. It's violent, reactive, and intentional.
Another theory being talked about in forums and comment sections is mistaken identity. Justin was driving a black Mercedes. Sleek, possibly easy to confuse with someone else's ride.
That's a possibility. If the shooter had been targeting someone, even the wrong person, it might explain the sudden, deliberate violence.
But there's no known gang connection, no criminal history tied to Justin, no record of conflict or threats, and none of his friends or family reported anything suspicious in the days prior.
So if it was a mistake, it was a fatal one that's still out there, unsolved.
And then there's the hardest one to wrap your head around. Random violence. Someone cruising the highway with a gun, just looking for a reason to use it.
We've seen it before. Highways have become violent. One bad look, one misinterpreted move, and suddenly someone thinks violence is justified.
And in this case, Justin was alone in his car. He couldn't tell his side. We don't know what happened in those final moments. We only know where his car ended up.
Let's walk through the timeline quickly. 9:20 p.m., a dark sedan merges onto I-95 southbound, believed to be from Route 3 I-93 corridor, possibly Boston, Weymouth, Milton, or Canton. At 9:50 p.m., shots are fired near exit 17 in Foxborough. Justin's black Mercedes is struck, then crashes into a Lexus SUV, which veers into the woods. Shortly after 10 p.m., first responders arrive. Justin is found with gunshot wounds. He is later pronounced dead at Sturdy Memorial Hospital.
The shooter's vehicle, likely a gray, silver, or dark-colored modified Hyundai Sonata, was last seen driving erratically southbound on I-95 past the shooting scene.
So the suspect got away in the chaos. But remember, this highway is covered in dash cams. Truckers, Uber and Lyft drivers, commuters. Someone may have captured something.
So here are the questions still haunting this case. Did Justin know the shooter? Was there a confrontation in the minutes before? Why hasn't anyone stepped forward? And is this shooter still out there, driving the same car?
We know police now have dash cam footage showing the suspect's car. We also have a copy of that footage, and we'll be sharing it in detail.
They're asking the public, if you saw anything unusual on I-95 or Route 3 that night, to speak up. Don't assume it wasn't relevant.
We also have to talk about the psychology here. Shooting someone in moving traffic is reckless, not just murder. It's attempted mass casualty. A whole family in the Lexus could have died.
It speaks to rage or instability, or maybe, and this is a chilling thought, possibly someone who's done this before.
Exactly. Has this person fired into other cars? Have there been similar unsolved shootings on that stretch of road?
As far as we know, no direct link. But that's what makes this so dangerous. If this shooter isn't caught, they could strike again.
When we come back, we'll close out with what you can do to help solve this case. We'll give you contact numbers, resources, and tell you how you can submit tips, even anonymously.
We'll also talk about how Crime Solvers Central is working to elevate cold cases like this one, and how just one viewer or listener could be the missing piece in Justin Parker's story.
During this brief interlude, we'll be sharing the video footage obtained of the suspect vehicle, which has been described as a dark-colored sedan, possibly a modified Hyundai Sonata. After showing the full video, we will pause it on the vehicle for a few moments. Please take a very close look, especially if you are from the area or were traveling that freeway around the time of the incident.
If you live in the Massachusetts area, you might know this vehicle. It may be your neighbor or an acquaintance. We welcome any video analysts or editors to do their thing and see if they can get any further information about the vehicle.
Nothing there, you know what I mean? He's just a really lovable guy, you know what I mean? And everybody looked up to him. He was special. He really, really was. It's important for the information to get back to the right hands and let the people do their job.
Welcome back to Crime Solvers Central. As we close out tonight's episode, we want to shift our focus from what we know to what we can do.
This isn't just a story. This is a real family grieving. A daughter growing up without her father, and a shooter who's still out there, possibly still on the road.
We've included video footage in this episode, showing the vehicle believed to be involved in Justin Parker's murder. It's a gray, silver, or dark-colored sedan, possibly a Hyundai Sonata with cosmetic modifications. You'll see it driving at high speed on I-95 shortly before the shooting.
This footage was released by the Massachusetts State Police. It's important. It matters. And we are asking you, our viewers, to look closely. Someone out there knows this car.
You don't have to know who pulled the trigger. You might just recognize the shape of the car, the rims, a sticker, a dent, something small, something familiar.
If you've seen this car, or if you were driving on I-95 South between 9 and 10 p.m. on February 3rd, even if you think your footage shows nothing, please contact investigators. Massachusetts State Police, Norfolk County Detective Unit at 781-327-9801. You can call directly, or if you'd rather stay anonymous, you can also contact your local Crime Stoppers line.
And if you'd rather work through us, Crime Solvers Central is now accepting secure tips via our website, crimesolverscentral.com. We'll pass every credible lead to the authorities ourselves.
Justin Parker wasn't a criminal. He wasn't reckless. He was a father, a public servant, and a man loved by his community. His proudest joy in life was his daughter, Breanna.
He worked night shifts maintaining the roads you and I drive every day. He gave to his family, his friends, and his life was taken in a brutal, senseless act.
You can honor him, not just by sharing this episode, but by being the person who speaks up.
Here's what you can do today to help this case move forward. 1. Watch the footage. Pay close attention. 2. Share this video on social media and in community groups. 3. Check your own dash cam footage from that night if you were anywhere near Route 95 or Route 3 I-93. 4. Report anything, even small things. The car, the area, speeding, anything. 5. Visit crimesolvercentral.com for updates and resources.
We know someone out there knows something. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone in your network. Don't assume the police already have it. Every tip matters.
To the Parker family, to Breanna, we see you. We remember Justin, and we'll keep saying his name until this case is solved.
We'll be back soon with another case. But tonight, we ask you to do more than just listen. Share, watch, speak. Be the reason this case gets solved.
For Crime Solvers Central, I'm Jayce.
And I'm Charlie. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and stay loud.